Lisa here, and happy hump day. It's Wednesday, middle of the week, and we're going to be looking at some trading tips and tricks and what to look for when you're trading. If you're new and you really want to know how to trade, this is the place to be, because every day we give you, even if it's just an alt video or a BTC, we give you a little tip that helps you along the way. So make sure you're watching all of them. So I'm going to jump in to this chart here that I've made some patterns on. Now, when we trade, we see lots of different patterns happening in the chart. So normally these are Elliott wave patterns, but there's a more simpler way of looking at it. So you want to look for these specific patterns. So this is called a bullish flag. So basically it's a channel, it's a falling channel. Now it can be an A, B, C, or it can be an A, B, C, D, and E. So often it can go into the extended correction. You always want to buy the C because we're never guaranteed the D or the E. And so you always want to be getting in at the C, especially when we're in these bullish pennant patterns, because we get these A, B, C. So this is going to be slightly lower than this E in a bullish pennant. Now, when we've got a falling wedge, obviously the E is going to be lower. And we can tell that by the pullback, by this angle of this resistance on this region. So you want to be, just adding as you go along on these trades and just building up those trades for the breakout. So these are all our bullish patterns. The reason we know they're bullish is because the pole enters into the trade and then it pulls back. So that gives us bullish direction, even though we're pulling down. So when we're bearish, we're entering the trade sort of downwards and then coming up. So, and when we do have these corrective waves, our A, B, C would then, if it's just a C, we would be coming back down at that point. So there are specific patterns that we look for when we are turning around and when the waves are going the opposite way. But this is just an example of, simple patterns to look for. So our bearish pennant normally has a flattish bottom. So that will normally break down. So we've got strong resistance coming around on this diagonal. And that means we do break down in that region. So our bearish rising wedge is also known in Elliott wave terms as a leading diagonal. So this is actually can be the start of a new wave formation, but in a leading diagonal, not to confuse you all with these patterns, the where we end, we go back to the beginning and then we start again. So we always, when we're looking at these patterns and we're entering sort of down into that, we can see that we get an ABC or an ABCDE, and then we pull back down because we've entered down into that wave pattern. So that's just a few tips and tricks to look out for. So if we enter into a pattern, we're usually leaving up. If we enter down into a pattern, we're usually leaving down. So just remember that next time you're trading and next time you're looking at the charts. So join me again tomorrow and we're going to bring you some more stuff here. So thanks for watching, guys, and have a great Wednesday.